And I know why it wasn't an escape there, because after the injury time, West had his choice and he went neutral. So
that makes sense,
as I remember the rules.
So now we got Gabe Strickland and Richie Koehler. This is, again, Lockhaven and Ryder wrestling for the 133 crown.
And you can tell that Strickland practices with Noda because he is high energy as well.
These two have met a couple of times. Richie Koehler beat Gabe Strickland back in January 4-1, but that was a match that went to overtime. They also met in the Mid-American Conference Tournament a year ago. That was a 3-2 Gabe Strickland victory. So all I know, the history between these two, very evenly matched.
Yeah, low-scoring bouts, too. So they know each other pretty well. They're going to go cautious about it. Gabe Strickland was the MAC champ last year. Nice little throw by Koehler, not able to finish it off, not able to catch the waist or drop to a leg. Catches Strickland leaning in. Strickland reaching for a high crotch. Koehler just kind of backing away from it. Both wrestlers in a collar tie. We see Koehler's leg pretty well wrapped up here.
But again, this is, I believe, a one-bid weight class, and you can tell that neither of them really want to do too much here early on. Like you said, expect a conservative start from some of these guys.
Absolutely. And one bid coming out here. Strickland in with a high crotch, gets Koehler to his hip. Koehler did a nice job of kind of getting into a split position, getting that back leg away so Strickland kind of can't come around on the ankle. Strickland trying to finish on the other ankle, working his way back up. Now he's onto the hip. He's got to come around back here to get his points. Koehler doing a nice job of fighting it. He's got that leg shelved on the thigh right now, trying to finish it off. Strickland is. Comes to the hip, trying to spin it back. Now he's on both ankles, hands on the mat, gets his three.
And did a good job of keeping Koehler in play.
And that's those huge early points. As close as these two have wrestled match-wise, that's big for Strickland to get the early takedown and go ahead early here.
And here it is. And
on both ankles, Koehler with weight on his hands, takedown awarded.
And a good job by Strickland to not let Koehler get to the edge of the mat.
I'm not the only old school person. I heard other people yelling too on the edge.
There we go. Still takes some getting used to.
Strickland chops the near arm, goes into kind of a crab ride there. Gets the boot in, gets the hips up on top, trying to press Koehler's head. And Koehler, nice job of getting to his feet here. So underneath the arm, he's trying to peel that off where Strickland doesn't really know where to go. Koehler gets the reversal on that one. Nice job by Koehler staying with that. Strickland trying to reach back. Koehler now into the crab ride. Period ends. Strickland up 3-2.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the reversal here.
And Koehler pulls the boot out. Does a nice job of holding on to that leg. Kind of waits for Strickland to fall off and then finishes up behind on it for the reversal.
Strickland was going for a ride, and Koehler literally flipped him off of him.
Koehler goes down the second period. Strickland up into a spiral. Koehler, nice job of getting to his feet. Trying to work the hands now. Gets his escape. 3-3. We're all tied up early in the second period.
I wouldn't expect anything less from these two with how closely matched these guys have been over the last few years.
You really didn't think one was going to distance from the other. And locked up in a collar tie here. Neither one going anywhere with it.
now that it's back even, do you see it getting more conservative again between these two?
Yeah, I think they'll play a little closer to the bone. Strickland kind of with a fake at a high crotch right there. Koehler doing a nice job of pressuring in on the outside here, trying to draw the stalling call against Strickland. Strickland turns his butt back to the mat. Referee's going to call that action. It takes it off. No stalling warning there. Good no call by the official. It's the fourth straight time that Koehler's been in the championship bout.
Does that help him at all?
Well, it may or may not. It could be frustrating. You know, if he hasn't gotten to the show, depending on the number of qualifiers in past years, that could be a source of frustration for him as well.
Sure.
So there's a certain expectation to get here, but you really got to get over the hump. Both wrestlers leaning in hard in the collar ties.
Only 10 seconds remaining to go in a deadlocked second period. Here it tied at 3. But it will be Strickland's choice. I would figure he would go down to try to regain the lead at 4-3.
Quickly tells the referee he wants down. Neither wrestler with a stalling warning at this point either.
Riding time not a factor at 17 seconds in favor of Strickland right now.
Koehler says, nope, we're just going to go neutral. I'm going to give him his one. Give myself 2 minutes to work on my feet.
Really betting on himself that he's going to be able to get a takedown or something.
Well, that's good thinking. Strickland in on the high crotch. Koehler really trying to drape, trying to get in that scramble. Strickland trying to keep him in that danger position, but don't get a count out of that. Now Koehler coming out the back door. Strickland still locking on that leg. We're getting some pressure against the joint. Wow.
You surprised they've let it go this far?
Koehler not able to finish this. Strickland doing his best to hang on there and not to give up the points. Referee's letting him work as long as he can on this. Got him in a danger position. We're looking for a count. Nope. Strickland recognized that. Comes back to the ankle. Again, Koehler just kind of keeping the pressure on there. Now he's going to a half. Trying to go to a half, trying to expose the back and get that danger count. We're getting a count there. No count there. Officials right out in front on the head. Looking close at it. Now we get potentially dangerous.
Do you think we'll see a challenge here from either side?
A lot of time burned off there. No, I think Ryder wanted the stalling call over there. Strickland backs out.
They did. Yeah, it looks like somebody started the clock early, and so Ryder quickly letting the camp know.
Strickland can back it out. No, he's got a 1-point lead here. No stalling warnings right now. Goes in a nice high crotch there. Again, Koehler doing a nice job of trying to come around on it. This is the same position they were getting into last time. Strickland getting the leg over top of his head there.
So Koehler's trying to get his foot free.
Right.
While also keeping Strickland kind of in this, what looks to be very precarious position.
Absolutely, or expose his back there. Just trying to peel him off of that.
Is the pressure to the back of the head legal there by the foot?
Not really.
Doesn't seem like it would be.
Strickland's going to hold on here.
2 and 1, and that's going to be it. And
we're going to get a brick thrown. And
what is there to challenge?
I think the rider coaches want to know, how do you let it go that long? You're signaling I'm in a vertical position. How are we not getting a danger call on that? So they'll look to see if there should have been a danger call. We see the review officials come over.
So
Ryder coach is frustrated right now, but he wanted the count on the danger call that rewarded the back points, and that's what he's asking for.
I'll ask this: if they're looking at the play and go, all right, yes, that was potentially dangerous, it should have been called. Can they go back and say, all right, 17 seconds on the clock, we're going neutral because that's when everything should have been blown? Like, are you going back to when the call should have been? Because this right here looks precarious to say the least.
That could almost be penalized there. But what he's saying right now, see, the coach talking about his back is exposed right here. So that should be there should be a count going on. You see the hand go up once.
Sure.
If you get a count there, if you get a couple counts there, then that turns into a takedown call at that point.
Sure. But Strickland still has Koehler's foot.
Right, and that's what the challenge is, that he was in that danger position long enough to have points awarded.
Okay. How do you see this getting played out? Because it's no call right now on the mat.
Yeah, I don't think this is an overturn. That was added because wrestlers were just going to their backs and holding on.
Sure.
And now they're in a dangerous position, and the other wrestler can't finish it and not get any points awarded. So that was a rule change for that reason. This is a pretty big reach, but if you got a challenge left, you throw it on this, see what comes out of it.
Where else are you going to throw it? It is a one bid weight class, and this is all or nothing.
You see the video officials coming around.
And the way that Lockhaven is reacting, you can see that.
No call.
No call. So Gabe Strickland is your champion here at 133 pounds. Back-to-back champions as Gabe Strickland takes it home. And